Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, I forgot to put on some lip moisturizer, which I usually do. So let me go do that because my lips feel ultra dry and crusty and I'm not going to be able to talk right without it. By the way, I use the Noonie lip oil. This is available at Ulta, so it's really inexpensive. I think it's $3 or $4, but super hydrating lip oil. I love it. It's almost like the Kopari lip oil or like the Laneige balm that everyone raves about. The Laneige is a little bit thicker. Whoa, this intro is way too long, and I haven't even explained what we're doing today, but based off of the thumbnail, it's going to be all new stuff I found at the drugstore. So I'm very super happy. We have everything from Maybelline to Makeup Revolution, Milani. We've got a lot of, we've got this other Maybelline product, and we've got Physicians Formula. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So while we're here right now, so you don't have to look at them, I'm going to do my brows. And I picked up this LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I know my quality's poor. I got a comment about that. I'm working on it. It's in the works. So what I'm doing is just brushing my natural brow hair up so that I can see where I need to fill in. So I got my shade in Espresso. I wonder if this is going to be just way too dark. No, I think it's going to be perfect, actually. It's one of those microfine tips, and it's really inexpensive. I got this at Ulta. I think it was $2.99 or something. Way inexpensive. So we're just going to get ready together with new products at the drugstore. Look at that. Everyone messes up sometimes. That's why it takes YouTubers so long to do their brows, because it's such a process. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal to have a perfect straight brow. If you struggle with sparse hair like myself, I go inside, like the opposite way, and then I start spooling through the brow and bringing it forward, if that makes sense. So taking some of that product and pulling it forward so I don't have to use so much pressure in the front, and then I just kind of flick upward in the front. I'll go do the other brow off camera to save time, and I'll be right back. Technically, this is not drugstore, but it is $1. It is the AOA Shop Miss A Brow Setter in brunette. I love this product. It does a great job at, but it is kind of chunky, so I have to spoolie that out. Great job at setting the brows and adding a little bit of color. So it's excellent. It reminds me so much of the Benefit Gimme Brow. And I love that stuff, but it's so freaking expensive that I'm like, nah, I don't need that again. So that was quick just to fix. I'm going to spoolie that through. This is going to be a longer video. We're just going to get chit-chatting and hanging out, talking about life and whatnot. And for my new subscribers, I had said in another video the reason I started my channel was so that my girls would have memories of me, because I have an illness and it's a genetic one, so they can have actual visual me talking on the screen in case anything happened. God forbid it does not, but that's why I did it. And also because I love informing people of tips and tricks I've learned along the way, dupes, and how to do eyeshadow, simple things. I'm not doing it for money or fame or anything like that, so my YouTube channel is super relaxed. This is my happy place, my mental, you know how they have a man's room? This is my woman's room for my mental health to go to. I love doing videos. It is such a stress reliever for me, and I feel like I have friends. I'm talking to you guys, and I'm going completely off topic. Wow, I'm very sorry. I curl my lashes in the beginning, and then I put mascara on later. So FYI, I've been using the, what is it? Revitalash, and it has grown my lashes. Look at that, so long. I used to have no frickin' lashes at all. We're gonna start out with, I got this at Ulta. It's the Wants, the Emily Edit with Makeup Revolution, and it looks so cute. It's got her little YouTube channel on the back and all the shades. If you didn't know, her YouTube name is Emily Noel 83, and she is just divine and darling. So for 20 bucks, you get a humongous darn mirror, and look at all these shades. You've got tons of color to play with. You've got neutrals, you've got lots of mattes, lots of shimmers, and the possibilities with this palette are endless. She does have a playlist on her YouTube channel of just her using this palette if you want any inspiration, but I really think it's 100% worth it. So we're just gonna do an everyday kind of wearable look for just a soft kind of glam, everyday soft glam. So I'm gonna actually pick up, I'm gonna move that mirror, the cream shade, and oh no, I didn't even prime my lids. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh. This is Drugstore, so this is a ColourPop concealer. Just use any concealer you have on hand. I have eyeshadow primer. I can't find it. I love the CoverGirl True Lock Lid or something. Lid Lock. It's a fantastic eye primer. So like I said, we're going in with this cream shade. It's white. And I'm just going to lay down that so that we create a smooth canvas for eyeshadow. And I just love doing eyeshadow. I think makeup is so therapeutic, and I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do my makeup every day. It's just something to glam up. That is a pigmented cream. Wow, it is white. We could use that as brow bone. Just keep it up there and use it as the brow bone. So I think I'm going to go into Midwest right here, this color, and just sweep that in the crease. This is very pigmented upon first application, and not a lot of kick up came up with that shade. These shades are so versatile. And I like that this palette is super duper slim. Like, look. A lot of the Urban Decay palettes and things like that, they're so bulky. But why? It's unnecessary, you know? I'm going to do one eye on camera, one eye off, like I always do. Let's bring a little bit of color in here. How about let's go into Laugh Cry and put that right in the crease and a little bit on the eye. This is sort of an orangey shade. I like this color. Brings a little bit of life into, what am I doing? Holy shin guards. I just automatically, when I do my makeup, assume I'm gonna do the other eye. I don't know what's come over me. I'm trying to, okay, everything's falling apart here. Let's go into a little cheer. Let's take that color right there and bring that on the outer corner. Woo! These shades are so pigmented. And they're great for beginners because they're not overly pigmented. You can definitely build these to be super deep shades. I love that. Oh wow, that's so pretty. It's like a mauve. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna do a little, I have hooded eyes, so what you do is you stick the brush in, you relax your eye muscles, you really get that brush in there, and it filled in that crease part that was missing. So I'm going to take, I don't know, just a regular fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to tap into Oh Heavens right here. So it looks like this. Let's see. And this is our shimmer shade. Let's see how this performs. So it's subtle, but it's there. If you want to just do this for an everyday look and you don't want it to be too sparkly, I 100% agree, but I'm going to spray my brush with any setting spray, or you can use water. I use one with a super fine mist, and then I just tap right on the lid, and that really spices things up, don't you think? Now that's a good look. I'm loving this. This palette is stunning. So that's it for our eye. I'm going to go do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. I really am digging this eye look. I'm going to take my Physicians Formula liquid liner and just go and create a straight line. Nothing new, no wing or anything, nothing crazy. This is really pigmented and it doesn't bleed, which I appreciate. I love Physicians Formula. Now, when I talk about new at the drugstore, some of this stuff is brand new and some of it is either revamped stuff that has been launched before or just stuff that's new to me that has launched within the last 6 months or so. All right, so we've got that little line there. And how about, what mascara? How about we take this Essence Lash Princess mascara. Now this is a good mascara. So it's $2.99 at Ulta and it does a really great job at lengthening and separating the lashes and thickening. So I love this mascara. I'm going to apply 2 to 3 coats of this and I'll be right back. Now, before you come running at me with this particular mascara and a lot of mascaras in general, when first opened, it's very, very liquidy. It just has too much product. It makes the lashes sag, but give it a week or even 2 weeks, let it dry out a little bit, and this mascara does wonders. Mine is freshly opened. That is why it's not giving me the length and volume that I want right now. So usually after it dries for a bit, I will recurl my lashes very gently and it works wonders, and I'm going to be applying more coats throughout this video. So the star of the show is this new Maybelline Dream Cover Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup with Sunscreen, and it has SPF of 50, antioxidant enriched pollution protection, and I am in the shade Warm Beige. So that's what this looks like, brand new at the drugstore. This acts as quote unquote a BB cream, very travel friendly. I love the squeezy tube, and I'm in the shade True Beige. They don't have a huge shade range. I forgot primer, but that's okay. Some people don't even believe in primers, so we're not going to worry about that too much. So this is just a BB cream. Let's blend in with our hands, which is my preferred method these days. And oh my goodness, this is really full coverage for, not full, but let's see when I blend it out how it goes, what the coverage level is like. But I didn't even need that much. And I find when blending with the hands, one needs a lot less product. So for my new subscribers that have come in, they're asking about skincare videos, etc. What are my secrets, dupes, and those are all under my videos. If you go on my page, it'll say videos and you click on that, and all my newest videos are up there as well as ones I did before. So I did an all drugstore one and I did the one that I do to clear acne. Okay, so this is a very high medium coverage BB cream and I couldn't be more pleased with the way that it looks. It's super dewy. It's like satiny. It's definitely going to need to be set for sure. I don't know what I want to use for concealer. Let's go ahead with our e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. That's what that looks like. I'm in the shade Medium Peach. Let's go ahead and just a little bit will do you. It dries down quite quickly, so you need to work fast with this product. But it is Tarte Shape Tape full coverage, and it is only $5 at the drugstore. And this is rather new. A lot of people still don't know about this, so that's why I'm including it today. Plus I really like it, so watch how far this goes. This spreads super far. And this also looks light on me, but it oxidizes this particular concealer, so it's very hard for one to find their true shade. So take your time while you're in the store. If you can, swatch the shades and find your correct shade, you know? Keep taking little mini breaks here to apply my mascara. I find that it's easier if you let it dry down halfway and then add more so that there's more length and volume and it's not too gloppy or slippery, I guess. We're gonna go in with the Milani powder. This is in 01 translucent. I'm in the shade light to medium, and look how much powder comes out of that. Whoa. I'm taking this sponge. It's my AOA Shop Miss A sponge, and oh man, I did not mean to put that much powder on. So a little goes a long way with this. Okay. All right, I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to take some of that and set the rest of my face with it because that was almost like baking. This powder's so smooth and finely milled. Absolutely love this powder. I should have had this for my full face of Milani, but I couldn't find it. So I went back to the drugstore and I found all these new gems. And now we're trying those. What do you know? So I'm excited. So finishing off the under eye, I'm just going to take a little bit of actually corduroy here. This is like a green shade. And I'm really just going to run that close to my lash line. Just a little bit. I don't like heavy lash line anymore. Not these days. So that's all I'm doing for that. Let's take a little bit of Maybelline dark brown liner. Just line our eyes. Taking that same Essence Lash Princess and I'm going to apply it to my lower lashes. Going in now with a little pencil brush. I think I'm going to take Eve Rose right here for my inner corner highlight. Just something soft, simple, nothing too crazy. I want this look to be pretty wearable. I love this palette. So these shades perform really very, very well. They can be built up to be super intense and there's little to no fallout and you get a gigantic amount of shadows, and the size is perfect for brush, I think, and a huge mirror, so very travel friendly. It's only $20 too. I think I forgot to mention that. But I'm impressed with this. I find that it really gave me some pretty full coverage. If you haven't tried this, I think you should go pick it up. If you have tried it, let me know in the comments down below if you've tried that. So I'm going in now with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Endless Summer. So this is a much deeper bronzer than I'm used to seeing with Physicians Formula. As you can see, it's super dark, but it's got that classic scent. Oh boy, that is nice and dark. So if you have too light of a foundation on, pop some of this. Wow, this is super dark, but I'm living for it. I need a good bronzy moment today. Need to feel like I'm at the beach because the weather here is pouring rain and not really enjoyable at all. Well, I'm giving myself some bronzer helmet here. This is pigmented. Oh, I should have gone in with a lighter hand. Don't worry, we'll be bronzing the neck to match. This is the perfect shade though. It's that sun-kissed look, that almost that kind of like a reddish tone, a little bit, but I definitely put way too much on. Ooh. If you've ever applied too much bronzer or blush or whatever, take your powder brush and rub it in a circle around that area that you've applied way too much, and it just takes it down a little bit, tones it down. So I'm going to take more of that Milani powder because you see how muddy it looks here? I'm just going to take that and run it like this and clean that up so it looks a little bit more smooth and not so, I don't know, muddy, I suppose. I'm going to take that and use that to clean up. That looks a bit better. And mesh this all together. Because boy, that bronzer, you need a very light hand with it, I'll tell you that. Speaking of Physicians Formula, their new formulated butter blush, their butter blush, this is in Spicy Mauve. So look at how dark that is. And of course, it's got that classic glowy blush look to it, which I'm all about. Those are my favorite type of blushes, especially in the summer. So based on how pigmented the bronzer was, I'm assuming this blush is going to perform quite the same. Yep. So very light hand is all you need. I like the look of this. You guys are probably like, oh my gosh, she looks terrible, like a clown. But once again, if we've applied too much product, we're going to go in with our powder brush and sort of run it in circles around where we've applied too much product, and that is going to tone it down quite a bit, as you can see. So now we're looking a little more natural. Snatchral. For highlight, I don't know what I want to do with highlight. I forgot what I was doing with highlight. Let's just go ahead and take, I'll go find a good one. Let's dive into this e.l.f. quad. This is called the Total Face Palette. So it looks like this, and I think this is a highlighting shade. Let me just double check. So that's a nice highlighting shade. We're gonna go with that today. So let's dip right into there and see how that applies. Wow. Am I gonna need to break this palette out more often? I think so, because this is applying like a dream. Just look at that glow with the blush. Yes. When I apply blush, everything is all right in the world. Like I feel like a whole brand new person, you know what I mean? And this is stunning. Ah, gosh, I'm loving it. So look at that shine. Look at that highlight. I'm here for it, totally living for it. And for our lips today, we're going to be going in with another Milani product. So of course I've got their lip liner as usual in nude. Just line the lips. This shade is unbeatable. And the formula. Milani has some of the best quality products at the drugstore, in my opinion. So we're going to be going in with their Amore Satin Matte. This is a little lip gloss type. It dries down though to a matte, and I'm using the shade 02 Luxe. You only need one coat of this. If you try to layer it up, it's going to crumble. So this is more of the grayish, cool toned nude. But I'm all here for it, living for that look. Boy, that's gorgeous. Love that so much. So let's take one last look at our situation. All drugstore, I love it. And now I'm here to try the Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. It's up to 16-hour wear matte finish. So if you're really oily, this might be good for you. Or if you're going to be sweating outside, this is going to be great for you. Let's check out the mister. Let's see how that is. Now, there's no scent. I love that. The mister, perfect. Very even, very small particles that coats the face in a very nice sort of all over no chunks or no beads that flying around and making the makeup look really bad and streaky. So I just finally take any sort of sponge and I press all the product that I put on my face in with the setting spray to help lock it down even further. And so you guys, thank you so much for getting ready with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved all the products I used. I'm impressed with the Maybelline Dream Urban cover. I love that. I'm loving this new setting spray. I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. You really can't go wrong with that product. The only harsh side of it, or a little bit of a negative, is that it oxidizes and it's very difficult to find your shade. But once you do, it's only $5 and it's beautiful coverage, and a little does go a long way, so it's going to last you quite a long time. Let's finish this up. Since we did a matte sort of look, let's go in with the L'Oreal True Bloomy Shake and Glow Dew Mist. This has the best mister ever on it. It's like the Cover FX setting sprays, and it just is super, super fine. Almost like, you know those fans that mist the face in Disney when you walk by? It's that fine of a mist. So I absolutely love this, or any water park for that matter. If it's really hot, they have those little misters you can run your face over, and then little beads of water go on the face, and it's just such an even spray. So I love the look I created. I hope you love this too. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.